Welcome to Attention Central Texas. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Robin Durham, your host. I have as a special guest with me here in the studio today, Amy Bockham. She's the Executive Director of the CTC Foundation, Central Texas College Foundation. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you having me.
You're welcome. It's good to see you again and have you in for a specific reason today. You're having a fundraising event.
Yes.
And I want you to tell our audience about it because I think that there are some that are going to want to attend.
Okay. It is our 10th annual fashion show. What's unique about this year is we're doing it in the evening. We normally do it as a lunch, but this year will be a dinner. So it's a fashion show, and this fashion show benefits our Department of Nursing and Allied Health. So our nursing students will be there helping, our EMT students, because they're the main beneficiaries of the money we raise from this event.
So the monies that are raised go towards scholarships, am I right?
Towards scholarships, and then some of it goes to a small fund that the faculty use for small equipment purchases in the laboratories for the student use.
Well, that's wonderful because EMTs, I didn't even know CTC had an EMT
Yes,
program.
Yes, Emergency Medical Technology, yes.
And how many years is that? Is it a 2-year program?
I believe that there's 1- and 2-year options,
Okay.
but if you go to ctc.edu and type in EMT, it'll take you to the website and give you the exact info.
And I've always heard of your nursing program,
Yeah.
that it's an excellent program, and a BA in nursing as well as offered?
It's an associate degree in nursing,
Okay.
but that prepares you to transfer to a 4-year if you want to continue and do a BSN.
Well, that's good. So we're raising funds for new nurses, which are so needed, and EMTs. I know nursing in particular is a field that there never seem to be enough nurses.
No, you're always hearing about a nursing shortage, you know, either now or on the horizon, and we want to do our part to fulfill that for the state.
Yes. Well, I want to talk a little bit about the fashion show and then just get back to your scholarships and things like that later. The event is April 6th. You said it was an evening event.
It's a Friday night.
It's a Friday evening.
At the Killeen Convention Center.
Okay, good. And as you said, this is your 10th annual. And last year, you started doing men and women's fashion, which I find interesting to see. I don't see that very often.
Last year, we were lucky enough. Dillard's was one of our 4 stores last year that worked with us, and they agreed to let us outfit some men. And so we thought that would be something different and unique, and it went over very well. So this year, we're expanding on that. And we have a couple of Dillard's is again going to work with men and women. And then here, again locally, Cavender's and Academy are also going to work with us with men and women.
And you have a couple of other vendors, don't you?
And then in Salado, Magnolia's and Susan Marie's will be working with us this
now,
year.
Does Magnolia carry clothing? Or?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Oh, yes, I do remember a few items
Yeah.
of clothing, a lot of beautiful things for the home over there as well. Tell a little bit about the time frame and price of tickets, and then there is also a VIP ticket that they can purchase.
If you want to attend the reception that's before the event, that's at 5:30 and it is a separate ticket. And that's $25. The event itself will open the doors at 6:30, and tickets for that are $75 per person, or you can sponsor a table for 8 at $600. We definitely have some other options, but those are kind of the basic ticket prices. So we'll have, you know, the different runways for each of the stores. In between those, we'll be giving away raffle items, so we'll be selling raffle tickets. We'll also have some silent auction items. And of course, serving throughout this are our men in pink.
I've heard someone mentioned that, and they said that was quite interesting and entertaining. Tell me a little bit about that.
And it grew out of our partnership with Metroplex Hospital, because they are Metroplex Healthcare. They're our largest sponsor for this event, and obviously we have a close relationship with them for our students. And they thought the idea of us inviting men in the community that you know, are servants in the community, and invite them to come serve at the event. And they wear pink scrubs that Metroplex provides for them.
Awesome.
And so they help serve tea and water and coffee at the tables, and they accept tips. And the tips from the Men in Pink go into a special book scholarship fund. But it's a lot of fun, and they do a quick walk down the runway, so we get to see them strut their stuff, and that kind of kicks off the event, and so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it. You mentioned there are 5 stores, so that's going to be a pretty lengthy event, and 3 of them will do men's items. And you know, I just keep going back to the need that we have in the community for you know, people in the health field.
Right.
And of course, we have a new hospital, Seton Hospital, hasn't been open very long.
But Seton is also one of our sponsors, and has been since they arrived here. And so we're grateful for the partnership with both of those institutions.
That's right. So do they? They're just receiving nurses that have graduated, or do they do internship programs?
No, students in the LVN and in our associate's degree program have to do clinicals. So it's sort of their lab practicums in a setting. And so those are definitely places that they do that, is at Seton and with Metroplex. So our students, you know, we hope they'll employ them when they're graduates, but they help them become graduates and are part of the training process for them.
Amy, let's go into talking about types of scholarships and just the different things you do. That is your heartbeat. You have to raise funds for the university and for the foundation, which you seem to enjoy. Not a lot of people enjoy raising funds, but you also said that giving away the scholarships are the real joy.
Why I enjoy raising the funds is because I know what it's going for, and it's providing education, you know, to people who might not get it. Because primarily 95% of our monies go to scholarships. We have some lecture series, some smaller, you know, endowments, but almost all to scholarships. So every year in the spring, right now, from January 1 through March 31st, any CT student can apply for scholarships. It's open to any CTC enrolled student. We have academic scholarships, we have financial aid scholarships, we have over 200 scholarship opportunities.
Wow.
And so you can't get the money if you don't apply for the money, though. So we really encourage students to take advantage of that. It's an online application, so they just fill out one application, and we have a computer program that matches them to the ones they're eligible to, so that we can see, you know, they don't have to fill out 200 applications, just the one online application.
Now you said it's for any CTC student.
Any CT student.
But I would imagine that a lot of the local high schools, because it is, you know, a 2-year program or a 1-year program, that you have a lot of local Killeen, Harker Heights, Cove, Lampasas students applying.
We do. I would say that's about half and half, though, because we have just as many who are returning. You know, people that are returning for a second career or transitioning out of the Army, or are working on their degree while they're in the Army. But definitely our high schools, we would try and work closely with those counselors. We've even developed special posters that have their mascot on it, telling them to apply for our scholarship. Yes, you know, and we are the #1 location for any colleges, including 4 years, the highest number of Killeen ISD and Coppers Cove ISD attend CTC. That's their #1 choice, and we hope to help them fund that opportunity for them.
Well, it's very much needed. CTC has been in our area for a long, long time.
Yes.
When did it start?
We celebrated our 50th anniversary just 2 years ago. And the foundation has been, this is our 25th year for the foundation that we've been running for scholarships, yeah.
Overall, about how much money is given away each year? Now, not just to the nursing program and the EMT program, but all of the programs.
For all scholarships, it's about $250,000, so
That's
around
wonderful.
$250,000 every year. And we would love to increase that. So if there are donors out there who would, you know, love to set up a scholarship or a fund, or if there are organizations who would like to fund one, we are always open to talking to people. And donors, for each scholarship, they choose the criteria for that scholarship. So as you said, we've got a lot of nursing scholarships, but we have all kinds, whether it's program related, what high school they come from. You know, they may work for a particular business, somebody who's going for a vocational certificate versus associate. Each donor kind of has a different idea of the type of student they'd like to help. And so we set a charter with those criteria that qualify them, and that helps us choose them for those scholarships.
That's right. And I know that people set up sponsorships or donorships and when people pass in memory
Definitely.
of.
We have a lot of memorial endowed scholarships, and it's a very nice way to to honor the memory of somebody, because their legacy lives on after them, especially when it's somebody that valued education. And we know that it's hard to get anywhere economically without an education. It's difficult, and so we want to give everybody that opportunity.
Well, CTC has certainly grown, and the reputation of it has certainly grown. I think I came here about 41 or 42 years ago, and the school was just brand new, and it is just amazing. It's a beautiful campus, and as you said, people can go online and find out about the scholarship programs and just find out about CTC and the types of degrees and programs that you have.
Yes, our website is ctcd.edu. And that stands for Central Texas College District, since we serve many counties. We serve about 12 counties as part of our district. So we have other locations, but obviously Killeen, and then we have a Fort Hood campus also. But if you go there, there's a section for students, there's a section under academics, there's a section under foundation. So anything you want to know, you can go to that website and find out more.
Do you hear back from your scholarship folks that receive scholarships from you? Do you hear the success stories?
We do, and usually how I hear back is that they have now established themselves enough that they want to establish a scholarship.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And give back in the same way that they were able to receive. And those are the the heartbreaking stories, that heartwarming, not heartbreaking, heartwarming stories, because they appreciated it, and it made a difference in their life, and they want to pass that on to the next generation, and that's great.
It is. We have about a minute left,
okay.
So would you go over your information again about the event?
Yes. Our event is the Fashion Show benefiting Nursing and Allied Health, Friday, April 6th at the Convention Center. If you want information about tickets, you can go to our website, or you can call our office. Tickets are $75 for individual tickets, or $600 for a table of 8. It's going to be a lot of fun with our Men in Pink and our 5 different stores, plus raffle and silent auction, so there'll be a lot going on. And a wonderful dinner. Let Us Do the Cooking will be our caterer for the event. I was just going to ask about the caterer. Yes, they'll be our caterer for the event, so the food will be good also.
That's right. Well, it's a worthy cause to help young people in our region be able to get an education. Amy, thank you for being here today, and thank you so much for watching us on Attention Central Texas.